First, the news headlines. Speaker T.H. Satya Berta, Minister Y. Kemchan.
Adom Karigi Wari Manipurda Ihan Hanbo Oina Rehabilitation and Child Care Center Inkalakliba Nahasingita Oiba Experienced Leraba Doctors Amadi Clinical Psychologists Singna Layangjari Experts Singna Counseling Piba 24/7 CCTV camera da monitor Tauduna Kupna Senaba Morning Yoga Healthy Diets Weekly Health Checkup Intensive Daily Routine. Awaba kayadagi ngakthoknaba Leijare Yaipokpa Rehabilitation and Child Care Center Kwakaithel Akham Lekai Adongi Mathau Tarabadi Nakanda Pijariba contact number asida pau fawbirau.
First, the news headlines. MLA KH Joy Kisan warns of agitation if IMC fails to produce by June 12 one non-existent contractor for embezzling huge amount of funds meant for development projects. Asian Development Bank officials to arrive at Imphal to oversee deal of investing in mega ecotourism project Loktak Master Plan. Irate people storm Thoubal District Court complex as persons accused in Abdullah murder case produced in court. Hello and welcome to Mami TV Primetime English News. This is ROMEE NINGOMBAM. Now the news in details. MLA of Thangmaiban Assembly Constituency Kumakcham Joy Kisan has warned of launching intense agitation along with local clubs, organizations and women folk of Thangmaiban AC if the Imphal Municipal Corporation IMC and the state government fail to produce contractor ROMEE, who was allegedly involved in embezzlement of huge funds of IMC by June 12. Addressing a press meet held at his residence today, the MLA said IMC awarded work orders for different developmental projects in Imphal area to contractor ROMEE of Langol, Tarung Village. Since the so-called contractor did not execute any developmental work, he personally sent a notice to Tarung Village Authority on June 1 to disclose ROMEE's whereabouts. However, Chairman and Secretary of the Village Authority replied that there is no one with the name in the village. Since it is clear that no individual with the name of ROMEE ever existed, MLA Joy Kisan demanded the mayor in charge of IMC to produce this person with the name of ROMEE before the public and bear full responsibility. He lamented that there has been no response from either the Chief Minister of Manipur or the Minister of Mahut in this regard. The MLA warned the authority of launching agitation along with local clubs, organizations and women folk of Thangmaiban AC if the IMC and the state government failed to pick up and produce contractor ROMEE by June 12.
ROMEE ko wamio si tarungda laibra haiduna village authority ki chairman address taro si me jabani ngarang si tarik 3 tha 2022 sida village ki chairman si p masongko amasung secretary si adona na sign tawraga akoi aina irakpa city sida clarification ama tawjari ROMEE ko wase khunjida amatta leite hena su khunna warauna aina sinunga jeda beda ai gi constituency da leiba akoi kabui sina henna ayam kapui taba khunda hai tare adugumba tarung khulama mara laitabada chingchellaga yawali bese masi nungai jate IMC gi mayor sinasu laingak sigi urban legal party si masi masak to nabagi achoba daita lori banina laingak sida phongna sabun dori bese masi gi si athu da sengdok biu honorable chief minister honorable mayor minister so ko thamjagre ada hoji bongda government ki action lokat bagi pau pangde karigumba IMC na traga laingak na masi tumina lesson bataragadi akoi tarik trani thobo ki manunda Mio is a Pabagi, Bawa intimation lake about Langan Putra Dragadi, I could Atu Matamda, and a super petrol Nojeriba, Akoi Tamavan Entertainment Organization, Pulaga, Akoi, Akan be a hoax and Chilagani Habise, Mayamda, Tamsari.
Officials of Asian Development Bank, that is ADB, are scheduled to arrive at Imphal tomorrow to seal the deal for mega ecotourism project and Loktak master plan, of which the estimated cost is rupees 1,350 crore. In this regard, a meeting was held at the Chief Minister's Secretariat yesterday. Chief Secretary Dr. Rajesh Kumar and other top-ranking officials of Tourism Department were present. Speaking at the meeting, Director of Tourism Department W. Ibohal said the officials of ADB will arrive at Imphal on June 5 and conduct a field survey on June 6. The state government proposed an estimated budget of rupees 1,350 crore for the project. Besides this, there is possibility of getting another rupees 810 crore from private investors too. There are various components for mega ecotourism project and Loktak master plan at the Loktak Lake, including an ecotourism resort at Sendra, 18 holes of golf course, ethnic mart, hum bridge along Sendra Road to connect with Takmu, water scooters at Takmu and ropeway at Thangakara. It is still unclear when the project will begin, but ADB officials will conduct a field visit for the project on June 6. If the project is successful, Director Ibohal exuded confidence that the state will be included in the World Tourism Map. Irate people stormed the Taubal District Court complex today when those accused in the case of murder of Abdullah were produced in the court and staged protests demanding punishment of those involved in the murder. Speaking to media persons, convener of JAC against the brutal killing of Muhammad Abdullah, Muhammad Ayub Kori said, the JAC has suspended the general strike after Chief Minister N. Biren gave assurance to the JAC and CSOs to punish the culprits involved in the murder after thorough investigation. However, Superintendent of Police of Taubal District has failed to take up any steps to arrest those persons involved in the murder. Those already in police custody had surrendered themselves, he said. Condemning the negligence of police, Ayub drew attention of the authority concerned to punish those involved.
Abdullah Misisi, koi bal jenen Israel si bakaya ama tawla na bagita magta same saru ne adubo koi ikai kum de jeriba Manipur ki honorable chief minister yamta su justice mana pi ki commitment ngak na chatba aduke magi commitment ki makhada honorable CM ka pira commitment to yamta thada na no bitu ki oina yamnaraga tholaki bane arubo ngasi honorable CM ki commitment to Taubal Pina ngak tabaki pabi yama ita tabagum tawe malam de co-existing phagalan baibani ngasi pawba co-existing phabagi pabi ta de hairi ba pharaga custody de leire haida hairi busi side masana saremda tor pabi ngaktane ba koina phaba aba bu yaude.
The protesters held placards demanding punishment of those guilty, justice for Abdullah, and chanted slogans. Andhra Police has arrested one individual for threatening a doctor of Yaripok Yambem Primary Health Center. The person has been identified as El Khomdon, age 57, of Yaripok Yambem Mathaglaikai. According to police report, the accused threatened the doctor of Yaripok Yambem PHC yesterday around 10:30 a.m. using a gun. After receiving information, Andhra Police arrested El Khomdon. However, the gun used in the incident has not been found. Committee on Suitable Guidelines for Non-Funded Private Rehabilitation Center team and Drugs Users Federation for Human Rights and Justice has resolved to infinitely shut down revived drug de-addiction and rehabilitation center located at Utlaw after an inmate, Lukram Ningtho, was beaten to death. The committee also lodged a formal complaint with the Nambol police station for prompt and immediate legal action against the culprits involved in the crime. A press release issued by the committee said the team jointly visited the center to take stock of the incident. During the visit, it was reported that the inmate Lukram Ningtho of Nambol Poising was severely tortured and beaten to death on June 2. The joint team resolved to infinitely shut down the rehabilitation center. The team appealed to all the rehabilitation centers to refrain from such illegal activities and further appeal to the parents not to allow their wards to set up rehabilitation centers without having proper knowledge, skills, and credentials. Ram School Pangay today observed the World Environment Day under the theme Only One Earth today in the school campus. Chairman of the school, Dr. K.H.H. Kala, Principal Muhammad Anjar Khan, and Senior Teacher Sumeru Thapa attended the program as the Presidium member. Speaking on the occasion, Dr. Kala stresses the importance of planting more trees to conserve the environment. Planting more trees at riverbanks is a great source of getting water. It also reduces air pollution. As part of the observation, Forest Department Pangay, Imphal East distributed 3 saplings to 150 students. As part of World Environment Day, students of Dhanamandjuri University organized the social services at constituent colleges of the university. Vice Chancellor of Dhanamandjuri University, Professor N. Rajmohan, kicked off the social service at DM College of Science. Students of constituent colleges of the university also took part in the social service. Let's take a short break.
Midbrain. A lifetime gift to your child.
Japan gi akhanaba technology amagi matengna Sunday kudingi leptana pangthokliba
Midbrain activation courses na adumga angangbu wakhal budilo sing thohanduna mithoi mihenba amadi punsida thoiba mai pakpa mioi ama soidana ohenba da mating oigani.
course asigi chada chama guarantee pizagani.
Akupa marol khangbinaba ngasimak call tobirau
Genius Mindtech Imphal. Lengsin Birau, Kingdom Educational Institute, All Lambulan, opposite GP Women College, Asida, Ningtin Experience Lairaba, Faculty Singna, Takpi Tambiriba Course Sing, Maruoina, Aviation Gi Makada, Cabin Crew, Ground Staff, Amadi Tourism and Hospitality Management Course, Tambi Ningba Singna, Ngasi Maklaktuna, Tanabiu, Masida Sunatana, Institute Asida, Makal Kuding Maki, Computer Coursing, Tambagi Kudong Chaba, Adusu Pizeri, Kudamoina, Triple C, DCA, Tally with GST, Asina Chingbasing. Loina na, spoken English, spoken Hindi, personality development, interview techniques, Asina Chingbasing, Tambayagani. Hairibo coursing asi, Chama da Chama, Tabak Pangnabagi guidelines su, Pizeri. Others Eye Clinic, a unit of Others Medicare Services.
Welcome back after the break. On the occasion of World Environment Day, Prime Minister Narendra Modi will attend a program on safe soil movement at Bigwan Vawan on 5th June at 11 a.m. Prime Minister will also address the gathering during the program. Safe soil movement is a global movement to increase awareness about deteriorating soil health and bring about a conscious response to improve it. The movement was started by Sadhguru in March 2022, who embarked on a 100-day motorcycle journey passing through 27 countries. 5th June marks the 75th day of the 100-day journey. Prime Minister's participation in the program will be reflective of the shared concerns and commitment towards improving the health of soil in India. Prime Minister Narendra Modi said he favors a strong opposition in the country but slammed dynastic politics, saying it kills talent. He also said his statements on dynastic politics are often misunderstood by people and added his criticism of Parivarvat was not aimed at any party or individual. He appealed to people not to misunderstand his statement, and he wanted that there must be a strong opposition in the country and that political parties must come out of dynastic politics. He also said that it will strengthen democracy in the country and youths will get more opportunities in politics, but wondered if he is expecting a lot from dynastic political parties. He was addressing an event at President Ramnath Kovind's ancestral Parwank village in Kanpur district. Amid an alarming spike in targeted killings in Kashmir, the government has ordered the transfer of 177 Kashmiri Pandit teachers posted in Srinagar to safer locations following demands to be relocated. The action comes a day after Home Minister Amit Shah chaired a high-level meeting to take stock of the security situation in the restive Union territory in the wake of a string of attacks targeting the Kashmiri Pandit community and migrant workers. Scores of Kashmiri Pandits who were employed under the Prime Minister's special package in 2012 have been staging protests threatening mass exodus since the killing of Rahul Bhatt, who was shot dead by terrorists on May 12 in the Chadura area of Bogam district in central Kashmir. Bhatt's killing sparked protests by around 6,000 employees at various places who demanded their relocation outside the valley. Since then, the targeted terrorist violence in the valley has only escalated. The Northeast Frontier, that is NF Railway, has decided to invest over Rs 95,261 crore to execute 21 projects, including connecting the state capitals of 3 northeastern states, Manipur, Mizoram and Meghalaya by 2023, and Nagaland capital Kohima by 2026. Assam's main city of Guwahati, adjoining capital Dispur, Tripura capital Agartala and Arunachal Pradesh Naharlagun, adjacent to capital city Itanagar, are already connected with the railway network. NF Railway Chief Public Relations Officer Sabyasachi Dey said, with the vision to connect the remaining state capitals and also to increase the line capacity in the region, funds to the tune of Rs 51,787 crore have already been allocated. The average fund allocation per year for the northeastern region in the last 8 years is 254% more than the yearly average fund allocation in 2009 to 14. While the work for laying new broad gauge railway tracks are underway to connect the Imphal and Aizawl, the work of laying new lines to connect Shillong would not face much hurdles as there are no big mountains in between Guwahati and Shillong, they said. He also added that the government has put all its efforts to improve the rail connectivity in the northeast. Myanmar junta troops have torched hundreds of buildings during a 3-day raid in the country's north, local media and residents said, as the military struggles to crush resistance to its rule. The Sagaing region has seen fierce fighting and bloody reprisals since the coup last year, with local People's Defense Force, that is PDF members, clashing regularly with junta troops. Analysts say the informal militia has surprised junta forces with its effectiveness, and the military has on numerous occasions called in airstrikes to support its troops on the ground. Troops set on fire hundreds of buildings in the villages of Keen, Upper Keen and Ketwang over 3 days last week, locals and media reports said. And before we wind up the headlines once again. MLA KH Joy Kisan warns of agitation if IMC fails to produce by June 12 one non-existent contractor for embezzling huge amount of funds meant for development projects. Asian Development Bank officials to arrive at Imphal to oversee deal of investing in mega ecotourism project Loktak Master Plan. Irate people stormed Thawal District Court Complex as persons accused in Abdullah murder case produced in court. And that's it for Mami TV Primetime English News. Thank you for watching.
Midbrain, a lifetime gift to your child.
Japan gi akhanaba technology amagi matengna Sunday kudingi leptana pangthokliba
Midbrain activation courses na adumga angangbu wakhal budilo sing thohanduna mithoi mihenba amadi punsida thoiba mai pakpa mioi ama soidana ohenbada mating oigani.
course asigi chada chama guarantee pizagani.
Akupa marol khangbinaba ngasimak call tobirau
Genius Mindtech Imphal. Lengsin Birau, Kingdom Educational Institute, All Lambulan, opposite GP Women College, Asida, Ningteen Experience Lairaba, Faculty Singna, Takpi Tambiriba Course Sing, Maruoina, Aviation Gi Makada, Cabin Crew, Ground Staff, Amadi Tourism and Hospitality Management Course, Tambi Ningba Singna, Ngasi Maklaktuna, Tanabiu, Masida Sunatana, Institute Asida, Makal Kuding Maki, Computer Coursing, Tambagi Kudong Chaba, Adusu Pizeri, Kudamoina, Triple C, DCA, Tally with GST, Asina Chingbasing. Loina na, spoken English, spoken Hindi, personality development, interview techniques, Asina Chingbasing, Tambayagani. Hairiba coursing asi, Chama da Chama, Tabak Pangnabagi guidelines su, Pizari. Others Eye Clinic, a unit of Others Medicare Services, Porompat Jennings, main gate, opposite Axis Bank. OPD timing 8:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Monday to Saturday, 8:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. on Sunday. Facilities available: comprehensive eye care, cataract surgery, glaucoma clinic, oncology, oncology and aesthetic clinic, cornea and dry eye clinic, medical retina, optical store, OCT, perimetry, yak laser. Free OPD every Saturday. Please contact 600-910-8789.
Nahak pukning wakal gi anaba leibra drug addiction amadi mental disorder treatment gi damak adom kari gi wari Manipurda ihan hanbo oina rehabilitation and child care center inkalakliba naha singita oiba experienced leraba doctors amadi clinical psychologists singna layengjari expert singna counseling piba 24/7 CCTV camera da monitor tawduna kupna senaba morning yoga, healthy diets, weekly health checkup, intensive daily routine. Awaba kaya dagi ngakthoknaba leijare Yaipokpa Rehabilitation and Child Care Center, Kwakaitel Akham Likai. Adongi mathau tarabadi nakanda pijariba contact number asida pau fawbirau